Good morning, friends. Welcome to SBI Security Daily Morning Podcast. Let's look at what happened in the Indian market yesterday. So we have witnessed a volatile session yesterday, but our market, especially the frontline indices, managed to close higher for second consecutive day in a row. And this is largely led by a strong, I would say, up move in the IT sector, which was able to weather out the weaknesses in the financial sector. If you look at the Sensex and Nifty, while Sensex ended 92 points higher to settle at 66,023 level, while Nifty 50 ended 28 point higher to close at 19,811. If you look at the broader market was showing slightly mixed trend, while the Nifty mid cap 100 gained 0.34%, Nifty small cap index fell 1.2%. Among the sectoral gainers and losers, gainers were, IT index and to some extent Nifty Pharma and Nifty FMCG. Nifty IT index closed 0.7% higher, largely supported by the rally in Persistent System, Infosys, and Tech Mahindra. While if you look at the loser side, then Nifty Bank and Nifty Financial Services ended 0.5% and 0.23% respectively. If you look at the positive trend from the Sensex pack, then Infosys, NTPC, Powergrid, and Titan ended higher on the Sensex, while IndusInd Bank, Kotak Bank, JSW Steel, M&M, HDFC Bank ended lower in Sensex. If you look at some of the individual stock which have shown a strong traction in yesterday's trade, then CG Power and Industrial Solution was up 20%. This was after the company has announced that company is going to set up an outsourced semiconductor assembly facility in India, and they're going to invest some $791 million over next 5 years. So this was a positive development for CG Power. That's why stock was up 20% yesterday. While if you look at the IDBI Bank, the share was down close to 3% following the news report that the government has cancelled the bidding process to appoint the asset valuer. So that was slightly negative for IDBI Bank. If you look at the overall market breadth on BSE, 1,620 stock ended higher, while 2,068 stock ended on the lower side. So overall market breadth was slightly on the negative side. If you look at the stock making 52-week high and low, there were 302 stock making fresh 52-week high, while 32 stock making fresh 52-week low. On a fund flow side, 307 crore rupees was the net selling figure from FIIs, while DII provided net buying support of 721 crore rupees. If you look at the global cues, for today's trade, then the US market overnight ended on the higher side. All benchmark indices ended higher between 0.4% to 0.5%. Just to inform you that Nasdaq for the month of November, has rallied close to 11%, and that has also led to a rally even in Dow Jones and the S&P 500 also. Both indices were up, nearly 7 to 8%. Also, if you look at the crude prices was down nearly 2% overnight. This is this is following the news that OPEC has now postponed its decision, or rather, they have delayed their meeting regarding the possible production cut going ahead. So that was slightly supportive for the crude oil prices. That was dropped close to 2% to settle at $81 per barrel. While there was also a drop in the bond yield. Bond yield in the last 2 months, this has dropped to below 4.4%. This is the lowest level in last 2 months. That's a welcome sign for the global equity market. That's why we saw US market ending on the higher side. While dollar index also remains quite steady at 103.9 levels. And if you look at the Asian market today, they are trading slightly in a greener side, and therefore we could see a flat to positive opening for our market today. Now let's look at various stocks which are there in the focus. So first is TVS Motor, where the company has announced the entry into Vietnam market in collaboration with a Min Long Motors, a distributor partner for the company. So positive for TVS Motor in long term. Honasa has declared its quarter two number. The company has reported a 21% jump in its revenue, while its parent company Mamaearth has reported a 94% jump in the profitability for the second quarter. So a positive for the Honasa, we could see a positive reaction. However, the valuation looks quite expensive from our perspective. So the reaction could be flat to, I would say, positive. Infosys has said the company has announced a strategic long-term collaboration with the TK Elevator to provide the services in the digital space. So positive for Infosys. Interglobe Aviation has received tax demand from Income Tax Authority. So this could be slightly negative for that company. However, the company has said they're going to appeal at the higher authority. So slightly negative for that company. Welspun Corp has said the company has received the Odisha government's permission to set up a new facility where the company is going to invest some 479 crore rupees to set up a new manufacturing unit. So positive for Welspun Corp in the long term. Servotech Power, the company has got an order to set up 2,649 EV charger for BPCL going ahead. So a positive for Servotech Power, not a big company, but they are into renewable energy space. So positive in long term for Servotech. Just to inform you that there are 5 IPO which is now undergoing, and they are IREDA, Tata Technologies, Gandhar Oil, Fedbank Financial, and Flair Writing Industries. We have a detailed report on all these 5 companies on our website. You can go and download those reports. And if you look at the insider trade, there were some promoter buying in the Vardhana Learning from open market. So friends, watch out for these stocks which are there in the focus. That's all from our side. Thank you for listening to us, and I wish you all the best for today's trade. Thank you.
Investment in securities market are subject to market risks. Read all the related documents carefully before investing.